It was a warm afternoon when HOA Karen decided to confront me directly on my lawn, convinced that her audacity alone could enforce some imagined authority over my property. She arrived with papers in hand, red-faced and furious, her son trailing nervously behind her, already aware that these confrontations typically ended in chaos and humiliation. Karen stomped onto the lawn, waving her documents wildly, shouting about alleged violations and community rules that existed only in her mind. Her goal was clear: to intimidate and assert dominance, as she had in countless previous encounters. Neighbors, now fully accustomed to her theatrics, quietly observed from a safe distance, some recording the unfolding spectacle, anticipating yet another legendary meltdown. My wife and I approached calmly, fully prepared for her predictable behavior. "Karen," I said firmly, "this is private property. You have no authority here. Any further attempts to intimidate, trespass, or enforce imaginary rules will be documented and addressed legally." Karen, ignoring the warning, took a step closer, insisting that she had rights to enforce her own standards. Then came the pivotal moment. As she attempted to cross further onto the lawn, I calmly informed her that her actions constituted trespassing. At the same time, local authorities, already familiar with her repeated harassment and false claims, arrived quietly but decisively. Karen froze instantly, her confident facade crumbling under the weight of reality. Her son, standing silently behind her, watched as the situation escalated into its inevitable conclusion. Karen tried to argue, waving her papers and shouting that she was entitled to inspect or enforce rules. But the officers, well-versed in her history of harassment and audacity, calmly explained that her actions were illegal and that she would be arrested if she failed to leave immediately. Karen's face went pale as the neighbors quietly filmed, capturing her frantic attempts to argue her way out of the situation. Her son seemed stunned, realizing fully for the first time how his mother's entitlement repeatedly collided with reality. Attempts to call for reinforcements or assert imagined authority fell flat, leaving her powerless and humiliated. By the time she finally retreated, handcuffed and escorted by officers, my lawn remained completely secure, our family unthreatened, and the neighborhood buzzing quietly with awe and amusement at yet another spectacular HOA Karen defeat. The lesson was unmistakable. Entitlement and audacity, when opposed by preparation, legal authority, and calm reasoning, consistently collide with reality and lose. That evening, as we reviewed footage of the entire encounter, it became clear that this chapter marked the culmination of a long pattern. HOA Karen's repeated attempts to assert control over our lives and property had consistently backfired, each audacious act resulting in public humiliation, legal consequences, and exposure. The saga was complete. Boldness without foresight, preparation, or legal grounding inevitably ends in failure, and HOA Karen had, once again, proven this truth beyond doubt.